Well, welcome to the Man Cave. This session is going to be a little bit different. I've got the seat and the tail section off of here, and I'm looking at my lights because I want to experiment with, when you go down the road, a lot of times you see these guys put their brake light on and then they flash a bunch of times, and then they go solid. I'd like to see about doing that. And as far as when I'm driving, you'll notice I've got this light here on the rear. That's really good for being in the dust in Baja, or when you're coming up in a bunch of traffic and people are barreling down on you. I'll turn that thing on, and it's tied in with these two strobes in the front, and they're both turned on by this switch here. So let me turn this on and I'll show you how that works. All right, right now they're off. When I hit the switch on, then they turn on and they start strobing, right? And that's so front and back I got strobes on my 2015. They're pretty bright. And I want to do the same thing on my 2019. So this time around I'm going to do some experiments. I bought a bunch of stuff. When I bought this one, it came in a pair, and they were called work lights, whatever, so I have an extra one, and I'll mount that on the back just like I did on this one, right on the back of my rack. And then I've got two more of these front strobe lights that I had here. Right, so when I get my bark busters, I think I'll see about if they'll mark attached the same way. I just ran a bolt through it into the metal bar. Actually, I just used one of the screws that hold the clamp on the bar. I'll try to do that. And then these all, of course, all come out of China, and they have different vendors. But one thing that caught my eye are these little guys, and they weigh less than this one. I don't know if they're better, brighter, whatever, but they have some features where when you turn them on, these don't require any flasher modules, whereas these things, you're going to need a flasher module. So I bought 4 different flasher module types stuff off of Amazon and eBay. This one seems a little bit big, but we'll try it out. These two look pretty much straightforward. Strobe controller for LED stoplight. That would be, you put on the brake, it flashes, and then it goes solid. This one just says both sides to flash. I'm not quite sure if you just turn it on, it'll keep the strobes going. This one has all sorts of different features. It's dirty. But I bought 2 of these just in case one goes bad. But it has a lot of options. It's got little dip switches in it, but we'll take a look at it. Right now, I just want to show you this one here. Got my battery. Last time I changed my 690 battery. I guess it didn't really need to get changed because it takes a nice charge. So what this light says, it says they're the CREE driving light LED. And it's a 30 watt. Now, I don't know if that's 30 watts each or 30 watts together. To lead, and let's see what happens. Okay, so that goes on. Now, according to the instructions, the next time I hit it, I turn it off, I turn it back on, it goes dim. So it went bright to dim. I turned it off, put it back on, and then it goes strobing. So you turn on, off, on, off, on, off, and it sequences through those different events. Let's see what happens when we put both of these together, if they operate exactly the same sequence. Then I'm going to have to reset one of these things. I don't know what kind of memory's inside there. See what happens. I touch it, they both turn on. Do it again. Okay, that one's strobing. So we're out of sequence. So let me do this. So let me go flash and then off. On this one I'll go flash, then off. Alright, now they should be in sequence. Let's see if they both go together. On high, low, flash. High, low, flash. So this is a pretty simple unit. Don't have to get any flashing modules for it. We'll put it on that wall over there. How's that? There's two of them. So I guess you'd have to see how it goes at night, whether or not that really makes a big enough difference. But any lights up front is going to attract attention. So let's set those aside for now. So just for grins, let me turn this light on, and we'll see if it's similar brightness. Let me turn on one of these. All right, so this one is more of a spot. This one is more brighter, I think, or whiter. So I don't know. I'm thinking this one I had before is still going to be better than this one. I'll have to do a night test. Alright, let's look at flashers. This one says both sides to flash. And there's 3 wires on one side and 2 wires on the other side. So this is the in and that's the out. This one is just simply 2 wires in, 2 wires out. Let's start with this one. This looks like the simplest one. So we turn it on. Okay, so that's this looks like a really good brake light. As soon as I turn it on, it flashes, pulses a couple times, and then goes solid. So that would be a really good application for just the brake light on this particular module. Really simple. When I bought this on eBay, it was $13.45, but you got 4 of them. So I bought 4 of these, so I got extra spares. And so whatever I buy, I always want to have a spare in case it goes bad. I'm going to walk that over here. Since on my KTM light, I'm going to do the tail light, and it happens to have some space under there. And I'm thinking I can break the wire in this particular area and stuff that sucker in there. Okay, I've got that little brake flasher module stuffed right down inside it here. See right there? So it fits in there. The wires will fit there. And then you put the little lid on, tie it all down together. So it's just a matter of finding out which one of these wires that are going to the tail light interrupt it with this particular module. Cool beans. Let's go look at some of these other options. Alright, so the next one I want to look at is this one. So again, here's the, it says both sides to flash. Whatever that means. Okay, so we got the light switch on. Now let's turn it on at this end. Okay, that's just a nice strobe. Let's see what happens on the other wire. So it looks like it can handle 2 lights. So one on each side, and it's strobe all the time, which is kind of perfect for what I wanted to do over here. I wonder what happens if you put them both together. Oh, it goes even faster then. Interesting. Did you see that? If you put both of them together, you get a really fast strobe. If you're just using one of them, you get this intermittent one. That one actually attracts the most attention. So let's move that over onto this light, which is what I've got on the other bike, which it looks like maybe I'm going to lean over to that, go that direction. See that? Warm day out. Anyway, I was I'm coming back to this particular module that you see right here, where it says both sides flash, and evidently it's supposed to go back and forth. So let's see what happens here. So I've tied the oops, hold on. Let me twist these together. So the two black wires coming here are going to the individual black wires to each light. The red wire is all tied in, and then we got the input. Where's the other end? There it is. It's way over here. I've already got the black wire on that. Let's see what happens. Okay, so they get all on their own, back and forth alternately. So I think that's a really good attention getter when it's back and forth like that when you're going down the road, maybe more so than my other version. All right, good. I'm glad I tested that out. We had a little hiccup on the battery. So this is the one that we just tested, that it strobes all the time. And if you just connect it to one wire, it strobes slow. If you connect both black wires together, it strobes quicker. You can, I guess, be able to load share by having one lamp on this wire, one lamp on that wire. And so if you're going to buy this style of light, which is what I have on my 690 over there, these lamps and this flasher both come off of Amazon Prime. Now let's do another test with these and see what you think, if that be at all practical. This is one again I was doing for the brake light. Ready? All right. So you could put that on the front. Every time you hit the button, the first time you hit the button, say you're coming into traffic and people are getting ready to pull out in front of you, you hit that switch, it flashes really fast and then just stays on. Let's test and see how this guy does with all three of these lights together, simulating what I currently have now. I need some more jumper cables. To the input of the module, and here we go. So we've got a whole lot of lights flashing. I don't know if I'm overriding it. So the rear would be heading off that way, right? And these two are going to be in the front. So if you want this type of setup, when you just turn it on and you want this flash, then this is the module you want to get. Oh, so this switch that came with the other one is kind of cool. Turn it on, it's got a button for going off. It's really I like this is a lot more straightforward. I don't know where I'm going to put it, though. That's going to be within easy reach. I'd have to move. Let's go look over here. Unless I did it on my throttle hand. Already we've got an extra module here for turning on your traction control. When you got something on a panic stop, you want to be able to grab it right away. So maybe, just maybe, this might be an application to put it on the my double take mirror mount. I'll have to think about that. I don't know what's, oh, okay, we've got little marks here. Alright, so check this out. So, this got a lot of dip switches, so there's some combinations. It's, you know, when you got a 4-bit, that means you've got, what, 16 different modes you can come up with? So let's see what it says it'll do. Alright, so the first mode is you can flash 5 times always, if you binary 0. Then 100 is flash 10 times always. And you keep going down. So maybe this needs to be its own little video, but let's go and take a look at it. I'll get connected up. Connect up the ground in. And right now, binary, it's all set at 0. So when you first turn it on, so this would be a good brake light mode. You hit the brake, flashes 5 times, stays on all the time. Alright, turn that off. Now we go to bit 1. This one says it'll go 10 times and then stay on all the time. Yep, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I guess. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, that's bit. The next bit is turn that on. Go to 2. 2 says binary 2. It's going to flash 5 times, slow flash. Oh, going to flash 5 times and it's going to go slow flash. So this is doing what the other module that we tested, that is just simply for the brake light. Oh, ready? Flashes 10 times, no, 20 times. And then it's going to start breathing. Alright, I don't know if I like that. Next one is a continuous flash strobe effect. That one is probably more along the lines of what I'm doing, or like. So switch 2 and switch 2 and switch 4. So 2, 4. Oops, sorry, hit 3. Okay, you ready? So this is a constant repetitive strobe. Doesn't really grab your attention. Let's go try the next one, which is rapid continuous slow flashing warning effect. So we need 1, 2, and 4. Alright, that's pretty boring. Alright, so the next one is where 3 and 4 are turned on. We don't rip these wires out. This card needs to be held in better. This one is supposed to be rapid changes in light and dark 4 times and then stay on always. Huh. Okay. And if all of them are, they're just pure respiratory effects. I wonder what that means. I'm just going to skip over. Alright, well. So for all these modes, I would like it flashing all the time, strobing. I don't like any of these things for the quick strobing where it alternates it. So this module here for the front was random strobing going on all the time. I like that for the front. For the rear, where the brake turns on, flashes a couple times really quick, then a couple slow flashes, then on all the time. This one is much simpler, and it looks like it's better sealed. There's a bazillion of these on eBay. This one I think is very smart, and but I just don't see any one mode other than the brake light one that I liked, and you might as well get this one because it's cheaper. If this one had a bunch, I don't know, I guess you saw the video. If you like that, go for it. I think I will. This almost looks like it came out of some little mom and pop shop there in China. So those are those modules. So let me set these aside. I got one last one which is really huge, and I don't even know if that's worth checking out. This one cost, I think it's only $5. Yeah, $4.95, and you could offer them $4, and you'd probably get it. So this one has a bunch of connectors. Has a bunch of connectors going to different lights, and of course the power in. Don't know where all these connectors go to, but I think this is for all of your signal lights, or you've got a construction vehicle and you're going to want a whole mess of lights everywhere, because there's 5 of these plugs. So it looks like all the connectors I don't know what that third button's doing. Well, so I think this has possibility. It's doing a lot of the things I want it to do, this controller. It's kind of big. for $5. I think it'd be worthwhile buying. Play around with it. Looks like you're going to have to find the right connectors to put on the end here. That's kind of nice that they're doing that, but they didn't supply any connectors to go with it. So I think that's it for this one. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope that made some sort of sense on what you might do for safety lighting. Let's go get some dinner.